Hey guys, so we are back once again for another edition of our Stocks by Request, where we feature the top stocks that you guys have requested via my Patreon account, Instagram DMs, and also our YouTube community. If you're new to this, Stocks by Request is me analyzing, showing you principles and strategies brought about by technical analysis. This is by no means stock tips or stock picks, but this is me showing you ways on how you can analyze certain stocks. And I hope that while I'm doing this, you're studying, you're taking down notes. This is purely for you to gain the skills on how you can trade the markets. And as what I've been always saying in both of my channels, the name of the game here is not to rely on what other people say. Never buy a stock because someone is talking about it in YouTube, but buy something because it's something that you studied. Buy something because it's part of your analysis. Buy something because it's part of your trading plan, regardless if it's technical or fundamental analysis. Buy it because you have full conviction that you know what you're getting into. So that's what we have in this channel. So if you want to know more about the stock market from both of my channels, like, share, and subscribe, and smash that bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing and trading the markets. So for this video, I want to talk about Pldt, which we're going to talk about a bit of news about it. We're going to talk about CHP, we're going to talk about pure gold, and we're going to talk about also a REIT. So if you guys are excited, comment I'm excited, comment I've been waiting for this, comment I've been wanting this, comment that I hope that this is something that adds also value to a lot of you. So before I go with the individual stocks, you know what I normally do. I drill in and talk about the index first. So let's start and talk about the PSEI. So here's how the PSEI looks like. And it's almost still in the same progression as where we were yesterday. This massive downtrend that started last June is still pretty much intact. We have not escaped yet. And as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pushes going towards the uptrend, but nothing has happened yet. We really haven't seen it push up. We really have not seen the index push higher above this line. So here's the thing. If it does not break this line over the course of the next few days, then we are still legitimately in this downward motion. And as you can see this, allow me to move intraday here. Oh, sorry, mali. And allow me to show you close to the intraday move here. So this is the stock today. The stock opened at 5946, but intraday dropped as low as the 5860 level. So what do I mean by that? When it started to drop the 5986 level, we are actually seeing it push, and we are actually seeing it move, and we are actually seeing it hit the 20-day moving average. And as you all know, the 20-day moving average basically is a 20-day moving average basically is a support level. The 20-day moving average basically is a level where as it dropped that level, people started to bottom pick, people started to buy, and then boom, we started to see it emerge intraday from the 20-day level up, closing at 5943, but still lesser than the 5946 opening mark. So this is where we are at. Please do note also, and I wanted to show this to all of you, that as you can see here from the get-go, this downward trending slope is still pretty much active and relevant. But if it fails to break past this particular resistance level, which is the downward slope, we could still revisit the 5672 level for the short term. Now, as you all know, between the 20-day moving average and this downward trending line is stronger because it's denoting where the trend is. So a couple of things that you need to watch out for this 5672 level. You have to watch out for the 5672 level because failure to hold that level may allow it to revisit the 5457 level, which the last time the PSEI hit that level was around May, end of May. And the only reason why we saw it push up was the only reason why we saw it do this here. This was when they announced that Metro Manila would enter into GCQ once again. I repeat, this was the area where they announced that at the end of May, Metro Manila will start to go into GCQ, and then we started to see it go up again. But after that, the downward progression was still massively relevant. And if you look at it from the grand scheme of things, yep, we are still on a downtrend. Now, that being said, I want you to take to pay close attention on the 5672 level, because the 5672 level may be a good and strong support, because it tried to revisit it first week of August, then it tried to revisit it again first week of September. So this was a 1 month push up, but it got blocked by the resistance. This was a push down also 1 month, 2 weeks, 2 weeks also, then it pushed back up again, then it's now currently here. So what I want to see is if this 20-day moving average will hold, because if it holds, it will attack this again. But if it doesn't, we could see it go to the 5672 level. So summary for the index, the downward trend is still intact. It got protected today by the 20-day moving average. If selling prevails, 5672 is the next support. What's interesting about it is we have not dropped 5672 since the end of May, and it revisited the 5672 level twice, but has not dropped from that level yet. So comment below if you're learning, and comment below if this is something that's helping you guys. So next thing that I'd like to talk about is I want to share PLDT's chart, but I want to see what's the impact of certain news items towards this for PLDT. And for those who have been watching or at least checking out what's happening in the news, there are several pieces of information that have come out, disclosed information, or at least news articles talking about PLDT studying opportunities to actually buy ABS CBN Skycable. As you all know, ABS CBN has been in the news a lot lately because of them losing their franchise. And of course, they've let go also of people to further, because they could not support. I think it's a prudent way for them to be able to manage their operations, for them to be able to stay afloat as a company. So I think ideas like this have been floating around to see on ways on how PLDT could raise cash. So here's the thing. There were a couple of news items that said that PLDT was exploring opportunities to enter Skycable, or at least buy Skycable, or at least come into Skycable, as they have been on regular measure exploring opportunities to complement their strategy as a media company, strategy as a telco company, strategy as company that's pushing out data and content. However, PLDT also said that all of this right now there's still nothing definite, or at least disclosable or concrete, that will lead us to the notion or the conclusion that they will actually buy Skycable. And in the same way, in the same light, ABS CBN also mentioned that they are not yet. There's nothing definite yet, or there's at least no decision yet for them to divest and get out of Skycable as a decision, or at least as a company. Now let's look at what the charts are telling us. Let's look at what the technicals are showing us. So this is PLDT here. What's very, very clear though is PLDT is forming a resistance here at the 1486 level. What's also clear is there's a support at the 1416 level. What's clear also is that twice PLDT has tried to break out from the 1486 level, tried to hit it here. 2 days of trying, but to no go. And we've also seen that the 1415 level is showing itself as a support level. Then it tried to bounce again, then hit the 1486 level. So you have this area already proving itself as a resistance twice. Two occasions that the market tried to break past it, but to no go, then large black candle. Then you had one large red massive candle September 15 that did two things. Number one, it broke below the 1416 support level that I mentioned. And second, it broke below the 20-day moving average. So if you're going to be very, very strict and try to at least draw a trend line here, let's try to see, let's try to connect this lowest point here all the way here. So one thing also that got achieved because of this, just by purely projecting this trend line, it's actually showing us that this large support trend line for PLDT got broken. So in just one day, September 15, it achieved a lot of things. The large red candle broke below the 20-day moving average, broke below the 1416 support level, but in the same token, it also broke this uptrend that started March 2020. In the same way, after the sell down, you had 2 more days of continuous selling. So if the sell down will continue and PLDT fails to go back from the 1416 support level, there's a possibility that it could retrace further here to the 1357 support for the short term. And let's see, no, let's judge later on if this 1357 level will build itself as a support and we could see PLDT start to move sideways, or will this be a start of a downward progression? So all eyes right now will be at 1356. Let's see if it's something that will lead to us to believe that it's a very, very strong support for the company. Now, let's look at CHP. So I want to narrow this also. No, PLDT started to push up, then started to move sideways. In the same token, look at CHP. It started to move up, and then it's now also starting to consolidate. It's now starting also to move sideways. Please write this down. This upward push that started around the start of August also has confirmed not just by the bounce from this support, not just by this particular breakout from this downward trend, but also a breakout from this resistance level. But it's also confirmed by the breakout from the 20-day moving average. It's also confirmed by this. So if you'll try to notice it here, there's a lot of buying signals that happened here, noting the reversal that happened, at least the short-term reversal that we're seeing for CHP. But that being said, that particular upward move, just because of this steep trend line that I placed here, it got broken. It does not mean CHP will further and slide down again. It could also move in a way that we are trying to look at for PLDT, that it could possibly move sideways. But please remember this. Key support level to watch out for CHP is 1.5. Key resistance level to watch out for CHP is 1.615. So failure to hold the 1.5 level, we may see it decline further. And there's a possibility and a narrative that we may see it start to reverse like this. And the next possible area that it could land is here at the 1.23 level. But a breakout from the 1.615 level will bring the stock all the way here to the 1.745 resistance. So that's where we are for CHP. I hope you're learning. I hope this is something that's giving you value. I hope that this is something that's giving you content and helping you. By the way, if this seems like all jargon to you, in the links below, we have in the links in the description, we have further videos on YouTube talking about technical and fundamental analysis. Then we also have books via Shopee that can be delivered wherever you are in the Philippines, talking about the basics, technicals, and fundamentals of the market. Anyways, let's continue. PLDT, CHP, I want to talk about Pure Gold. Pure Gold, in my opinion, is one of the companies also that are thriving in this new normal, rightly because there's a shift on spending. People are still spending a lot of money on supermarket items since they're not going out. But here's the thing. As you all know, the trend is your friend, and you stick with it up until it bends. For those who are position traders and drew this as your trend line, this is a break from this trend line. I repeat, this is a break from this trend line. And that being said, as you see Pure Gold stay further away from this, it may show further confirmation that this upward move right here, which is around a decent 75% at the time where everything is crashing, falling, sell signals have emerged. Now, if you're going to ask me to analyze it from a short-term perspective, this is how it possibly will look and play should retracements happen. So now this is what we're seeing. It needs, if you want to see at least Pure Gold bounce back further, it needs to go above the 49.6 level, and it could challenge this. But it's very, very contingent on it breaking the 49.6 level, which is its current resistance. Failure to break out from the 49.6 level, we could possibly see Pure Gold bounce back, or at least retrace down to the 45.6 level. So please write this down. Resistance 49.6, support 45.6. Failure to break the 49.6 level will bring it to 45.6. Breakout from 49.6 will bring it to 52.53 pesos per share. But that being said, all of that going to 52.53, failing to break out from 49.6, failing to continuing and dropping to the 45.6 level, may just confirm and reiterate that this upward push that we've seen over the past 6 months for Pure Gold may be over, and it may either go sideways, which is the current narrative as of now, or we may see it escalate downward. But for a downtrend, I think it must break 45.6 and 43.67 for it to go down much further. But as of today, what's very, very clear is the upward trend that started last March is already broken. So there. Lastly, I want to talk about a REIT. As you all know, a REIT went into an IPO, or at least listed in the market just a few weeks ago. And as you all know, when we're looking at technical analysis, everything you need to know is found in the charts, and it's based on past prices. But past prices is pretty much predicated on past movement. If there's no past movement, much past movement yet, you can't really expect it to you to have a more solid definition, or at least a more solid analysis. So the longer the chart is, the better your trading decisions will be, at least from a technical analysis point of view. So this is how it looks like right now. And what's very, very clear is this. You have a resistance at the 25.85 level. And if you let me plot this, this could be one thing to watch out for. If there's one thing that's clear right now, it's above the 20-day moving average. If there's one thing that's clear also, is it's starting to build a base, at least a support and resistance base somewhere at the 25.36 level. So should it not break out from this, it could hit this, which is building into a trend line, which we'll see how it would possibly work out. But if it breaks that, this is where it could go and could land at the 25.36 level. So please write this down. Current resistance is the 25.85 level. Next support is the 20-day moving average, which is also confirming and going with this uptrend. And next support is the 25.36 level. So I repeat, 25.85 resistance. Support is the 20-day moving average. Another support is the trend line. Then another support, if those two are broken, is the 25.36 level. Now, uh, if the 25.84 level gets broken, next possible target will be the 26 peso level. So that's where we are. But as always, we're gonna do and we're gonna analyze all of this repeatedly over the next few weeks and months, and we're gonna show you direction also as we see more patterns form from the charts. So I guess that's it. Based on everything that we talked about, did you guys learn a lot? I want to know, put it in the comment section. Among all of this, what are you going to do? PLDT, buy, sell, hold, avoid. CHP, buy, sell, hold, avoid. Pure Gold, buy, sell, hold, avoid. AREIT, buy, sell, hold, avoid. And there, if you want to join our group, we have a community that we're building in Patreon for those that want to support or at least appreciate the videos that we're doing. That's what we have in Patreon. YouTube also, we have a community there. And for those who want to invest in US stocks, you can do so via eToro, $50 only, which allows you to buy Amazon, Tesla, Google, and every other US stock that's above $50, but you only need to put $50 to start buying them. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this gave you enough information so that you can trade the markets with confidence, that this gave you enough analysis also, that wherever you are in the world, technicals is the game, that everything you need to know is found in the charts, that everything you need to know can be analyzed just by looking at the charts. Price done properly using technicals is everything. So I guess that's it for now. I hope that this gave you massive value. This is Marvin Germo, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all. By the way, do you like the new background? I'm trying something new. No? Napansin nyo pa iba-iba yung background. There was a time na yung YouTube silver play button. There was a time that I was in the couch. There was a time na painting. There was a time na office type naman. There was a time na outdoor. Yun lang, parang hindi boring kasi if you've been locked in na for 6 months, you want also something na medyo exciting for people, at least something that gives you value. So, there, meron ba kayong knock-knock joke? I don't know, corny na, but yeah. I don't know. By the way, comment if you guys have any stocks by request for tomorrow. Yun. So, bye guys. Have a good night. Again, 10 p. Late video again. Bye-bye.